All right, y'all, I had to record my intro because I just wrapped up fishing and I was intending to film a smallmouth video today and basically go back to one of my favorite smallmouth spots that got ruined a couple years ago from a flood and then got ruined by SEPTA. So SEPTA is the Southeastern Pennsylvania Transit Authority or something. They put in a railroad here and they messed up my spot. They changed the creek and everything. So was coming back today to try to get on some smallmouth, and I did. But also this is now a trout video because just y'all will see, but toward the end of the video just randomly started catching trout and started off with smallmouth lures, switched over to some trout lures, and just had a great day of fishing. Enjoy. All right, y'all, so before we get started, it's probably worth showing y'all what I'm using. This is my ultra light. It's called the Tiny Light from Bass Pro Shops. I think it's 5.5 foot rod, pretty small. We got 2-pound test on this baby, so yeah, we are going ultralight today. I'm not sure if we're going to change lures or not, but I am throwing out this Bobby Garland. It's the Baby Shad Swim R, and it's just been a good little bass lure that I found, so we'll see. What is that? It is kind of the right species, a rock bass. Look at the way he's hooked though on the side of the mouth. Oh no, he's hooked regular. I wasn't expecting to see him in there, to be honest. Jeez. There we go, finally. Now these are the homies we've been after all day. And for this creek, that's a pretty good size. I mean, come here, buddy. Small jaw, finally. We have a little video. Give you all a quick look at our friend. It's a pretty fish. Let's let him go. Oh, sorry, bud. He's cut a little bit, so get him back in quickly and he'll be fine. Are y'all kidding me? There we go. Let's go. I didn't think we'd get 2 out of this hole. He's smaller. Come here, buddy. Didn't think we'd get 2 small jaws out of here, but we did. He's smaller than the other guy, but a healthy looking bass. Nice. Is the tide turning? So we've been fishing for maybe an hour and a half, and I've had some on, but now catching them. Now I'm actually catching them. Yep. These bass can be in pretty shallow, so. Like most people, especially people who aren't familiar with creek fishing, wouldn't even throw a cast out here. Because, I mean, why would you? You know, you wouldn't think there would be anything here. But people who creek fish a lot, you know. Oh God. We know that there's fish here. Point example. There's a smallmouth. He's small. That's exactly what I'm talking about though. Like, these fish aren't always in super deep water or anything. I mean, that's pretty shallow. I mean, he's not a monster by any stretch of the means, but he's a smallmouth. See you later, bud. All right, y'all, this is it. The spot SEPTA destroyed. This used to be back in the woods. There's a cool cliff here. Big ledge hanging off. Bass loved it. Boom, snatching them. Putting all these rocks, ruined it. Not as cool looking. It's not as good for the fish, but I'm hoping, optimism, that the smallmouth are starting to thrive in these rocks that they've put here. The only way that we'll know is for me to come down and test it. Also, if any of y'all are wondering where this is, it's a long walk, y'all. You gotta wade through a lot of creek to get here. It takes a while. So I'm not saying don't do it. Just saying it takes time. Man. It's deep. What do we got? There's a bass. Yep. Hook set might not be great on this guy though. Come on. Sweet. Got him. Whoa. All right, there we go. So we still have smallmouth at what used to be one of my favorite smallmouth spots. Little guy, you can tell he's darker. Darker here for some reason. Now, where did my lure go? Let's try one more cast where I got the fish before. Ooh, what did I not cast good? Had one, missed it. Oh, that feels like a bass. That feels like a bass. That feels like a bass. That's a decent sized bass. It's probably the biggest one we've caught today. Prettiest. There we go. Oh man, your mouth is messed up. What's happened to you in the past? He's it's kind of cool. The bass at this spot are significantly darker than what we were catching earlier, and they're prettier. Look at the colors on him. That's a pretty looking bass. Well, let's let this guy go. He looks a little rough. See you later, homie. You can tell when you hook into a bass because they kind of, especially when you're in deeper water, they sort of stay on the bottom for a little bit. All right, y'all, so our lure, the Bobby Garland lure, has been working out pretty good, but I figured let's just try some other things. So I'm gonna try a couple different lures here, see what happens. This is a very small crankbait. Interesting. It looked like he was getting followed. We got something. Is that a fall fish? No, it's a brook trout. Or brown trout. Oh my gosh. What the heck? What is this? I think it's is it a brown or brook? I'm not entirely sure actually. Pablo, you know the drill. Sorry, bud, I just want to avoid your eye there. Yo, that is awesome. I was like... I'm gonna get a picture of this guy. Alright, y'all, so for those of you trout fishermen, is that a brown or a brook? I think it's a brown. I'm not sure. If y'all can comment what that is, I'd appreciate it. Wow, I was not expecting that. Oh, wow. Was not expecting to catch this. This is a big rainbow. Yeah. He's not a bad size. Yeah. No net. Trout magnet. Alrighty. Well, yeah, he's big. Yeah, he's a big one. He's about the size of my arm. So, a little bit surprised. Just wasn't expecting to catch him. Trout magnet, that was colored pink and orange. I don't even usually use that color. Just saw it in my bag and I was like, why the heck not? Threw it on to actually try to catch a sunfish, and the big old boy wanted to play. Let's let him go. I was not expecting us to be catching the trout today, quite frankly. Why is he so tense? What happened? He's like injured. He can't like swim. Let's give him a second. It looks like he got cut before. I wonder if he got a... It's like his muscles are all tense in here. You break a bone? Not the end of the world. Might get dinner. Wasn't planning on having dinner from the creek, but dude, you gotta be able to bend back this way. So weird. Y'all, he seems to have injured his side. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to pop it back. I know nothing about fish, but I mean, at this point, let's see if that helps. It's really weird. It feels like actually feels like it rubbed out. Guys, I never had that happen. I think he might be okay now. Yo, he's okay. So his side, like his fin got all tense on the one side. It felt like he like when you pull a muscle. So I just was taking my thumb and rubbing it out because he couldn't swim, and then he swam. Oh my gosh. Guys, we're hooked. There's so many rainbows here. I saw these guys earlier, and to be honest, I didn't think there'd be any trout left. He might get off, but that's okay. Come on, buddy. I've been seeing him the whole time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I didn't want him to hit the rock. All right, y'all. Trout magnet, killing it. What is going on? I mean, he's killing it. All right, y'all. This is like the wildest day of fishing. So awesome day. I know that some of y'all are probably looking at these smallmouth being like, they're not gigantics, there's nothing huge, no giants, and they're not. But I fish a small creek in southeastern Pennsylvania, and that's about the size of them in here. I mean, those are average, and some of those are even on the larger side. There are some big ones in here, they're just few and far between. So we'll keep trying to catch a monster. I know they're in here, I've seen them, and I've had them on and haven't landed any yet, but we'll get there. So thanks for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the trout. Weird thing with that one trout. I think he like pulled a muscle or dislocated something. I don't know. Guess I'm a fish doctor. But thanks for watching, y'all. Have a good one. See y'all.